Welcome to ATB-TV. I'm Darren Dance here at the Gold Coast poolside with women's racing. Welcome to Kerrie.
Hello.
And welcome to Cheryl.
Thanks, Darren. Hi.
Well, it's a little bit relaxed here at the Gold Coast as we sit by the pool. Ladies have been drinking champagne, have had a swim, and a few crackers and cheese.
It's been a great afternoon.
It's a tough life, isn't it?
Yep.
Someone's going to do it though.
And where's Rob? Rob's at home.
Rob's
Hi,
at
Rob.
home. Hey, darling.
Well, we're having a ball up here, and before we go to the runners and results from last week, we might just talk about the Gold Coast sale that we've been out to today. You ladies were out there for the first time. Cheryl, tell us what you thought.
It was a great couple of days. I really enjoyed learning about the horses. Darren's been very generous with his knowledge and helping us to understand what he's looking for when he's buying a horse. I've learned heaps, so I really appreciate that, Darren. It's been a great couple of days.
Good on you.
And for me, my first sale, so even though we have a few horses and have for a number of years, great experience to be there and see them all, the yearlings at Magic Millions. It's been fabulous.
Well, it's been hard work for me while these girls have been sitting in the bar, but someone's got to do the work and find the good horses. So we'll get back to the lot we bought today and have a chat about that shortly. But let's go back to last Friday and let's go back through our runners. And Kerrie, do you want to kick us off?
Yeah. So last Friday we went to stall and we had Propensity. So how was that?
Shocking, really. $1.40 favourite, supposed to win, couldn't get beat, coming off a very good run at Kyneton, and just didn't go. Ran last. Unfortunate, disappointing. Darren Weir was very unhappy with the ride from Dean Yendall, and I think the heat got to her and the hard track got to her, so we'll just wait for another day, maybe down at Warrnambool in a couple of weeks. But she's a good filly and she'll bounce back.
So Saturday, Pinjarra, Abasso, how'd she go?
Abasso in Pinjarra. That's our first runner at Pinjarra. That was a city meeting, and as you know, Abasso's over in Perth now, being trained by Lou Luciano, and it was a massive run in that cup race. He was first up, and we were told that he'd run a fair race. They actually got out of the seat at the 300 when he zoomed up the rail like he was going to win, but then in the last 100, like me, he got tired and he just whacked away and finished fourth. But we'll get back to him. He's in again next week, and Lou's done a great job with that horse.
Great. Saturday, Gold Coast, Red Handle. How'd that one go, Darren?
Well, I don't really want to talk about it. It did run last. First up for Tony Goal in this prep. And I was just talking to Tony at the sales today about it. She jumped out of the gate, she got a little check, and she just didn't want to go, and she refused to go. And in the end, she just followed it around and got well beaten. But post-race, the vet said all clear, going to take the blinkers off, going to trial her up again, start again this prep. So it's just one of those things that unfortunately, probably every time you have a 500 runners, something like that goes wrong for no reason.
Yep.
And as hard as it is, you've just got to put a big black line through it, erase it from your memory, and then have the courage to put your money on next start.
Move on. Yeah. Yep.
So
Indeed.
unfortunately, I felt sorry for all the people that went up there, but look, at least she's sound, happy, healthy. She just didn't want to race that day, and I mean, there's days we don't want to go to work.
Like today.
And it was hot.
And it was hot.
It was hot. Yep.
All right.
Indeed. But how about Sunday, Warrnambool, Broadway and First?
Well, that made me feel better after Saturday with Red Handle, I can tell you. But that was a really good run. He's been knocking on the door, this horse. He went to Moonee Valley and he ran third after he won first up, and we were a bit disappointed with that run, and Darren felt he was a bit fat and might have just got away on him a bit. And then we took him down to Kilmore, and he zoomed up and hit the lead like he was going to win, and then he put the brakes on because he got to the front too early and he was waiting for his mates. One went straight past him, so he ran second. That happens.
Really?
That happens.
Okay.
And then so we had to go to Warrnambool. We were really confident. We set him up so that he was going to come from back in the field, and the plan was just to get to the front and drive him to the line. And Brad Rule is a fantastic ride, and the horse was very, very impressive. Come from well back when you saw the run,
it was
Kerrie.
an amazing race.
Yeah, he just charged the line and won very convincingly. So we'll see him at Moonee Valley probably next start soon.
Oh, fabulous.
Great. So Wednesday, Canterbury. I can't read your role.
Podcast.
Podcast. Thank you.
That's a moment, isn't it? So she was first up Wednesday, which was yesterday really, and ran a nice fifth. Now this is a filly who's coming back off a bit of throat surgery, where she was just struggling to breathe, and we had to tighten up the voice box cord, just so it just stopped flapping around in the throat. It's a simple procedure. It normally adds 6 lengths to their performance, and it was good to see her jump out and settle and travel. She was more relaxed, and then she made a bit of a run at them, but just knocked up late to run 5th. I thought it was quite a good return, and I'm sure she's going to get back to winning Saturday races like she was last year.
And Wednesday again at Sandown with My Obsession.
Yeah, she ran 8th. She wasn't beaten far, only got beat 4 lengths. Got a long way back. Probably had to make up 10 lengths in the straight, and made up 10, still got beat 4. So it was a good run, and real late she looked like she was going to pick them up. So there's 2 points out of that run. One is we're really happy with her. 2, she probably needs a little bit further now in distance. And I guess the other point is that we think she might be better off on the flat tracks. Sandown, you've got to come down the hill, and the jockey reported she didn't really travel down the hill that much. She sort of had her brakes on a bit until she got on the flat, and then she took off. Her best runs have been at Flemington. So I think going forward we probably learned something on Wednesday, and that is we can get her on those flat tracks, and she'll be winning a race very shortly. So they were just our runners for the week. There wasn't a lot of them. But coming up, we've got a similar number again, and where do we start?
So tomorrow, Friday, we head to Ararat, so Bloodlet. What's going to happen?
Well, Bloodlet at Ararat, her run was really good last start at Geelong. Darren's always said 4th up over 2,000 will be her turn to win, and she got to the line good the other day, so I expect her to be hard to beat tomorrow.
So what's the distance tomorrow?
2,000.
It is 2,000. Fantastic.
Great.
She's ready to go.
And on Saturday we're off to Perth for
Back
a
in
Basso.
Perth with a Basso, and look, off his first up run, he's going to be fitter. If he runs like that again, he's probably going to start favourite or second favourite. He's very hard to beat.
So we're in 2 places on Saturday, Perth as a Basso and off to Randwick as well.
We're sure was to come to the Gold Coast, but unfortunately it was third emergency. So we had to make a call yesterday about whether to put him on the truck or not. Last year we put him on the truck and brought him up, and he never got a run. So this year, because it's so hot and humid up here, and the fact is he probably wasn't going to get a run, and even if he did, he wasn't going to figure in the finish, given that he's 50 to 1. So we've elected to leave him in Sydney, and he'll run at Randwick, where the Snowdens are very happy with him, and we expect him to run top 3.
And Sunday, back to the Bull again. Warrnambool, we've got 3 runners.
Happy hunting ground down there, isn't it, for us at Warrnambool? So our first one, Tennessee Gold. Look, her run was better than it looked last start. She's a light frame sort of filly, and she's not a good doer. She's a real lean sort of machine. I thought it was a pretty bad ride last start at Mornington when she got in on the fence and held up. And when they were charging to the line, he was pulling her sideways and then charging, and the game was over. So I expect her to run top 3 again and be much improved.
Terrific. And then High Largo?
Well, she's a last start winner, isn't she?
Yeah.
She won really well down there the other day. So once again, we're just giving her a little bit of time between runs. The High Chaparral breed, they don't back up real fast. So yeah, look, she's going to be right in the race, and I think if she wins this one, you'll get to see her in Melbourne the start after.
That'd be great. And Firehouse Rock.
And finally, Firehouse Rock makes his return, first up after a good break. Had his first prep with Darren Weir last time, and he picked up about 90,000 in prize money. And he's had a good break. He's come back in good order. He's trolled up pretty good a couple of times. So he's a bit of a funny horse. He's not always the most genuine horse, Sometimes he doesn't try, but hopefully with a full prep under his belt with Darren, a little bit of give in the ground, there'll be a hot speed on over 1400, and hopefully he can just get on their backs and just hit the line. Whether he's got enough time to get to the line first, I don't know, but I'm sure he'll be strong late. So just going to come down to tempo and the luck in running, but I'm sure he'll run well. He's a class horse, and when he tries his hardest, he can pretty much beat any field. So who's our best bet for the week? Peter Morganti tips every week, never gets it right, so don't worry.
Yeah.
Just pick one out. Who do you think?
Firehouse Rock.
Firehouse Rock
Yep,
for you?
love it. Yeah.
Good.
I'm going to do a Basso.
You're going to Basso?
Yep.
Who will I go with? I'll go High Largo. There you go. No refunds.
That's right.
No refunds on these bets. So that's our runners, so we're looking forward to that. As I said, today we bought lot 252, and you would have got an email this afternoon about that I'm Invincible filly. It's going to be trained by Mick Price. Looks an early type. Did you girls see the filly?
We
Absolutely
did.
gorgeous.
Is she beautiful?
She's
or
gorgeous.
What?
Yep.
Yep.
And we're allowing men in this one.
Yes, we
Yeah,
are.
we are.
So So, no, looking forward. Lovely filly, just beautiful page pedigree. Got a great future as a broodmare after racing. Just love the way she walked. Love the conformation. I don't think I'm Invincible can be going any better. Cost 170,000 plus the GST and all the other fees, but really nice filly. The sale's been amazing, hasn't it? The price is so strong, big numbers. And I think one of the things when you come to the sales is you see all these horses and they're selling about one every 2 minutes, and it's 200,000, 400,000, up to a million, 1.3 million today was the top lot. And then when you watch the agents and the buyers looking at them, they kind of look at them for about 3 minutes walking around, and then they go, oh yeah, I like that one. And then they just go and spend $1 million. It's a little bit different to getting a building inspection on a house or a mechanic to go over a car, isn't it? But now we do look at them physically, we do analyse their breeding, and we also had the vets look at their x-rays on their joints. So we do, there's a little bit more that goes on than what first meets the eyes, but yeah, it was a very good sale today, and I'm really happy to come out with that nice filly. Still got 3 days of selling to go, so we're not done yet, and we probably just need a little bit. Our wallet's maybe not quite big enough.
Yeah, the horses are going for extraordinary prices, and if you haven't been to the sales, we posted today a small video on Instagram about one horse being sold. It's only 58 seconds, worth having a look at, because it's actually, really exciting.
Where would you find that?
On Women's Racing Instagram page.
Very good.
Darren.
Yep, and it will come to womensracing.com.au, so you can check it out there.
All right, well, let's get on to women's racing. We're catching up with Michelle Payne later tonight to have a chat to her. So tell us all about women's racing. Where are we at and how's it all going?
Where are we up to? Well, as some of you will know, it's a conversation we've been having for a couple of years in terms of the business about getting women's only owned horses syndicated, and the opportunity to work with Michelle Payne as the trainer. We've got 3 horses, and as some of you will have seen, I think it was the 28th of December, lots of press coverage, and the phones. Liz has been doing an amazing job. They have been running hot. So Cheryl and I are getting emails out of the blue from women that have said, Michelle Payne, I just want to be in it. So great opportunity for people to be involved. One is in a share of horse, but...
And secondly, we're going to run an education series, and we're talking to a couple of the tracks and clubs in Melbourne to actually put those on towards the end of, mid to the end of February, early March, towards the end of March, and to encourage more women into participating in horse racing. If you don't want to buy a share in a horse, that's great. Come along, enjoy the events, have a wonderful time with us, enjoy a glass of bubbles, and learn a little bit more about horse racing, which might one day give you some confidence to actually come along and actually purchase a share in a horse if that's what you want to do.
Yeah. So it's really, that's right, it's about the glass of bubbles, whether it's the polo, whether it's to go behind the scenes, whether it's to come to Manningtree Park and have a day, go to see Michelle with the horses in training. Lots of opportunities.
Yeah. But watch this space, because there will be dates confirmed, and I'm sure Darren through ATB-TV will actually let you know when those dates are coming up, so as we can confirm them.
It's going to be a lot of fun, and it's going to be very social,
and
lots of events. And it's just not about buying a share on a racehorse and getting an update once a fortnight. There's a whole raft of activities that are going to be released and announced, and it's going to be fun, and it's going to be educational and exciting, and you're going to get to have a ball, even if you don't buy a share. How good's that?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep.
So that's women's racing. We've got those 3 shares on our website. Go and have a look. I think most of them are pretty much half sold, so I'm sure by the end of the next month they will be all subscribed, and then we might have to go and search for some more.
How much fun will that be?
Yeah,
that'll be
next
great.
sale.
Our next sale. Well, that's pretty much a wrap from ATB-TV. We're having a great time on the coast. We're not working that hard, let's be honest. And until next week, I'm Darren Dance with Kerrie Canning and Cheryl Disher. Have a great week.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.